The YouTuber that got assassinated by her own fan.
On the 10th
Let's
of
have a
June
look at this.
2016,
She got assassinated by her own fan. I had no idea.
To her most obsessed fan. She was pronounced dead less than an hour later.
Holy
She'd
shit.
begun on YouTube roughly 7 years beforehand, initially uploading covers of popular songs.
Hi, I'm gonna sing Party in the USA.
And after only 3 videos, Christina went viral. She'd gained 892,000
I've never heard of this person
views
before.
by covering Miley Cyrus, alongside her brother Marcus, who'd become a key figure. In Get to Know Christina
like
Grimmie Part 2, she'd state, "My brother honestly is a really big influence on me. He's a year older than me and we're like best friends."
We always got along. There's never been really a time when we were like sibling rivalries ever.
They'd therefore begin making videos together.
I love my brother.
She's dressed so very early 90s.
After only a year of uploads, Christina was
Very
one
Paramore.
of the top 50 most subscribed channels.
Oh shit.
Hey guys, I recently reached
I've
a
never seen this
whopping
person before.
500,000 subscribers.
With her newly found fame, Christina made a huge announcement.
Don't forget to tune into the Ellen Show today. I'm
Twitch
gonna be
apparently
singing-
shut down in Korea. That's why I can't sub. Yeah, Twitch has shut down servers in Korea. Yes, but you should be able to subscribe regardless.
Me and Tyler Ward's rendition of How to Love.
Which made her even
Though when I say servers, I mean like how Sydney has Twitch servers. So when I stream, the ping and latency isn't shit for me, and it doesn't mean it fucking sucks. See, if it was American servers, it would mean that I would be streaming to American servers. It's kind of like playing League on American servers. Just think of it as the League of Legends servers in Korea shut down, so they can still stream on Twitch in Korea, but they can't. I don't know how it works.
more popular.
Our next guest has been hailed as the queen of YouTube with over 200 million views.
She went on Ellen.
She is the most popular unsigned artist on YouTube.
But despite also releasing her very first album, Christina's life still had its problems.
What?
She'd become so famous she had to leave her school, while trolls made Twitter accounts under Christina's name before making arrogant tweets.
Even a couple of my really close friends, they've just told me, all your fans like hate you now because you're being really cocky and rude. And I was like, but that's not me.
Yet in reality, she was the total opposite. She'd state, "I hate when people have big egos. I try to stay as grounded as I possibly can. I don't consider myself a famous person, so I kinda just do my thing, and my fans love it, and that's what makes me happy."
See, I'm quite the opposite, man. I know that streaming to 20 people on Twitch make me the most famous person in the entire universe. So when I go outside, I actually wear like shades and I try and like hide my face because streaming to 20 people on the internet means I'm the most famous person in the world. I need to try and not be seen when I go places. It's something that I try and do.
Christina's humble nature was noticed by Selena Gomez, who reached out to start a friendship
And there's Selena Gomez right there.
Oh my gosh, hi.
There's Selena.
and invite Christina on her very first tour.
Shit.
Her name is Christina Grimmie, and we found her on YouTube. We got to see her video, and now she's a part of our team, and she's part of our family.
After every
Whoa.
stop, Christina did a meet and greet, giving her fans the chance to meet her and her brother.
Dude, a
This
subscription.
turned out to be one
Hey, thanks for the sub, man. You managed to do it. Congrats.
of her favorite parts.
My
We're quite a big
favorite-
deal. So wait, so it means if you're in Korea, you can't sub. Wait, Bella, Clavy, you Korean? Do you live in Korea?
Part though
That's fucking
has been meeting everyone from all these different countries.
Subsequently trying to meet fans at every single show,
And I loved meeting everyone, all the fans. They were so great.
the number of which had grown to over 3 million. She'd also appeared in different ads, placed third overall on the Voice TV show,
I've never
and was
heard all
selling
of this.
thousands of concert tickets, the next of which was scheduled at the Plaza Live in Orlando,
She really
Florida.
kinda just took
She'd
off,
promote
huh?
the event by tweeting, "Orlando,
No, but
come
yes,
out
I
to the
do
show
live in
tonight
Korea. That's cool as, man. Sorry, just the idea that people are watching me from literal different continents is insane to me.
at the Plaza Live. Starts at 7:30, hyping up the concert like she'd do with any other.
We're in Orlando today. Please come to the show if you live near Orlando, Florida.
Who's Christy Costanza?
We are at the Plaza Live. Please come out.
The show commenced with her brother on guitar, which
A
when
little
combined
bit.
with Christina's singing, got the crowd
I can see it a little bit in this image, especially with the heavy eyeshadow.
so hyped she took the time to thank them.
You guys are awesome! Oh my
Everybody was delighted to see Christine alive, except for a guy in the back who barely moved a muscle. He wore a black cap and flannelette shirt, and had purchased a ticket under Kevin James Leubel. He'd grown up 2 hours away in St. Petersburg, Florida, in what was described as a semi-abusive household. Kevin told him his mother beat him with a frying pan, threw dishes at him, and broke his brother's arm.
The beating him with a
then
frying
passed
pan thing is
away
kind
when
of
he
funny.
was only 21, after which his father began dating someone new, although over a 2-year span, police were called 6 times about fights between the two, often involving alcohol and violence. He worked a part-time job at Best Buy, but Kevin was awkward with people. Managers moved him around to different departments over the 8 years he worked there, settling on him working on computers for the Geek Squad to reduce his interaction with customers, and Kevin's personal life wasn't any different. He dropped out of college, covered his windows with tinfoil, and spent all day every day playing World of Warcraft.
Let's go!
But Kevin was
Never mind, he's a normal person.
the only one who liked to play games.
We did a lot of gaming on this tour, as you can see. We got the Wii U set up, we got Marth as our little mascot.
Christina never stopped talking
Literally probably the only person who bought a Wii U.
about her love for gaming,
You name it, I play it.
with her channel's initial name being Zelda X Love 64. In case you didn't know already, I'm obsessed with Zelda, hence the name Zelda X Love 64. Ocarina of Time is the best Zelda game out there, although there are a lot.
I'm very thankful for electronics, video games, television, and the internet.
After learning about
love the
this, Kevin became obsessed.
The internet is so fucking
To
cool.
impress Christina, he lost 50 pounds, got LASIK eye surgery, had his teeth whitened, and got hair implants to cover up his receding hairline.
That is a lot of money. The LASIK eye surgery alone, but then teeth whitening. Teeth whitening is probably not that expensive, but hair implants, Jesus.
However, Christina didn't know that Kevin even existed, and instead fell in love with her producer Stephen Reza. On the morning of her concert, they'd share the messages shown on screen. Meanwhile, Kevin James
Whoa! I mean, I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you. I love you, though. I love you. Yeah, but I love you.
Leubel was spotted buying weapons. He'd keep them in his jacket until the show finished, at which point Christina held her standard meet and greet.
It's just a routine meet and greet, people of all walks of life.
Feels safe, it feels like there's no need for security.
I mean, we've done this hundreds of times.
She'd stand beside this yellow barrier, being videoed by fans with her brother in the background. Christina took this final photo before being approached by Kevin James Leubel. As seen in previous videos, her natural instinct was to offer fans a hug, doing the same for Kevin before he'd shoot her point blank.
What Christina would do, she'd always just like open up her arms for a hug. That was her thing. The next thing you know, a couple shots go off.
Christina's brother tackled the shooter, who then turned the gun on himself. Police were on site within only minutes and quickly rushed Christina to hospital in critical condition. Adam Levine instantly wrote, "I'm sad, shocked, and confused. We love you so much, Grimmy. We are all praying hard you can pull through this." However, after only 35 minutes, a tragic announcement was made.
A singer on the rise to stardom is dead, and police trying to figure out why the gunman shot her at an Orlando concert.
When the media rushed to the shooter's house,
She was literally
going to
be so big,
by
man.
his parents reading "Deepest Sorrow for Lost" to the family, friends, and fans of the very talented, loving Christina Grimmie. No other comments. While back at the scene of the crime, the media was asking how this wasn't prevented.
There was barely any back check. The only thing that they were looking for is for food and drinks.
They weren't looking for weapons.
They were looking for weapons. They didn't do pat downs or anything. They just didn't do anything. They checked the bags barely. And that's it.
In the days that followed, the plaza's former general manager came forward to state it was not publicly known that the entire management team was replaced on June 1st, just 9 days before the incident. He continued, "I believe the replacements hired were completely inexperienced and ill-prepared to manage the plaza. Sadly, this tragedy occurred the very first concert managed by the new staff."
They weren't being security guards, they were just kind of standing there like having a good time. They were more concerned about like bringing water bottles in.
The incident was so unusual, it's hard to know who to blame except for Kevin himself.
Yeah, fuck
Fans
Kevin.
simply focused on the singer writing, "Christina, now you are on the wings of your dragon. Be at peace now, for you are now God's angel. Your hypnotic voice fills the heavens." Selena Gomez wrote, "My heart is absolutely broken. I miss you, Christina," before dedicating a show to her.
And I don't really understand
how this really happened, but I would like to dedicate this episode to her.
That she wasn't able to finish as she was simply too sad. The voice added, there are no words. We lost a beautiful soul with an amazing voice. Our hearts go out to the friends, fans, and family of At The Real Grimmy, while hundreds of other celebrities also offered their condolences.
All my homies ate Kevin.
I've literally been crying for 2 days straight.
Perhaps no one was more devastated. Condolences.
I've literally been crying for 2 days straight.
Didn't he get like outed as a psychopath or a sociopath?
Perhaps no one was more devastated than Christina's boyfriend.
The grief from that really messed me up as a man. Cursing God, had me getting into fist fights and getting blackout drunk every night. Messed my life up.
Except for maybe Christina's mother. Yet Marcus Grimmy wrote on Facebook, I found out this morning that Adam Levine personally called my mother and said he'll pay for the funeral and her plane flight. Now a friend just told me to look at the GoFundMe page and I see it is at 100k. Literally, I have no words. They held not only a funeral but a vigil as well, where one of Christina's tweets was publicly read. Sometimes God allows terrible things to happen in your life and you don't know why. This only became more true when her mother died from breast cancer 2 years later in 2018. Possibly, however, they're now buried side by side.
Christina touched so many lives. Did 7 years, almost 7 years after her passing, people still care about her. So that goes to just kind of show what kind of person she was.
Good. I mean, that's really nice. At the end of the day, that's really, 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 really nice. I need to go fund me just in case. No, the saddest thing is how it happened, because she was just like such an old school YouTuber head where it was like she still had that vibe about her and she would open her arms up for her. Imagine opening your arms up for a hug and then that's the last action you did.